right, welcome to the Game 3 news conference of the NCAA Knoxville Super Regional. We are joined by Evansville head coach Wes Carroll, third baseman Brent Witter, and catcher Brent Hoard. Coach will make an opening statement, and then we will go into questions. Please raise your hand, and we will pass the mic to you. Coach?
Thanks. First, I'd like to congratulate Tennessee, Coach Vitello, and his entire coaching staff. What an accomplishment to go to Omaha once again. Hard-fought series that they definitely earned today. So I definitely want to congratulate them and all their players. And, it's been an incredible run by our aces, by the senior group, by each and every guy on the roster that believed in this place. We made some history along the way. And yes, the outcome didn't go our way today, but I couldn't be more proud of our seniors and our team really setting the standard at the University of Evansville for many years to come.
Skip, congratulations for getting this far, because I know that's something that we talked about all season long. You just want to kind of get to that next step. In your mind, I guess for all three of you, if you guys like to answer, how emotional is it that you guys got to this point? You fought to a Game 3 against the #1 team in the country as a culmination, the ending of the season.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, as we had our run in the conference tournament, and then in Greenville, and then today, it's been an emotional roller coaster ride. But when emotions are involved, that means it's a real moment, and it's the reality of what happened, and it's something that I think our players will always remember, always cherish. And as you take a step back, with these emotions come with so much happiness as well, and joy from experiencing it, captivating our university, our athletic department, all of our family, friends in the city of Evansville. It was truly, really remarkable, the support that we have felt over the past 2 weeks. And once again, it has really set the standard for University of Evansville baseball. So that's my feeling and those emotions that I believe in.
Yeah, obviously mixed emotions right now. Obviously, we reached every single goal that we tried to reach this year. But we continue to create new goals as we went along. And obviously wasn't able to win the last game of this series today. But overall, just looking back on it, what an unbelievable season, and the guys that we were able to do it with, and the amount of belief that we've had in this program. There's a lot of guys that came here that probably didn't know what Evansville was before they got here. I didn't know what Evansville was until I got recruited 8 years ago. But we were the only people that thought that we could do this. It was our internal environment and culture was the only place that believed that we could do something like this. We ended up doing it, which is pretty cool.
Brendan, when you look back, let's say 30 years in the future, when they look back on this season, what is it that you want people to remember about the Aces?
Honestly, I would just say the group of guys that got it done and that set the standard for what the next 30 years look like. I think Brent kind of hit the nail on the head. It was the 35 guys in our locker room that believed in us, and nobody else really believed in it. Nobody in our conference, nobody across the country, but it was just one guy believing in the next guy, believing in the next guy. And, our goal the whole year was to win the conference tournament, and everything from there on was kind of playing with house money. That was our mantra. And, that was kind of what Skipper said in the post game today, is there shouldn't be a dry eye, because, we've accomplished more than what we thought we would and what we thought we could. So it's been an unbelievable ride, and I think when we look back on it, we'll look back on it with fondness and a lot of good memories for sure.
Wes, you're on the right there.
Question for both players, riding that emotional high from yesterday, and then they're in the top of the first, Tennessee bobbles a little bit, y'all pounce on it, you get up. At that point, are you thinking like, I know you got 27 outs to go, but it's part of you thinking like, okay, like this can happen?
Yeah, we for sure got a little momentum there in the first inning, but there's never been a time this season where we didn't think we could win a baseball game. It didn't matter how far down we were. We know that our offense is going to be able to go win a ball game whenever we wanted to, or if we could. But I mean, yeah, we thought we had some momentum, and obviously didn't go our way. But we never thought we were out of a ball game.
Skip, this season, you guys accomplished a lot of different feats, getting to that next level every single time, even internally when maybe you guys didn't always think you could. What does, I don't know, watching this group grow up throughout the course of the season, what did that mean to you?
Oh, gosh. I mean, what these young men have meant to myself, my sons over here, my family. You know, we've talked about it a lot. We've come a long way. There were some dark times, 2017, 18. They changed me personally and how much they mean to me. But just seeing the growth throughout the course of the year, first and foremost, we got healthy in some areas. But then just having some young talent in our program start to develop and believe that they can compete and help this club win ball games was truly fun and awesome to see. We got to remember that our opening weekend of the Missouri Valley Conference play, we got swept at home by Murray State. And from that moment, we flipped a switch and we started to play Aces baseball the way we're capable of playing. And so that's something that I will always remember, the ups and downs. But most importantly, these young men competed a lot in between the lines, but also outside the lines, they were incredible as well.
Question for Wes. At what, somebody's probably already asked you before, but at what point, maybe during the off season or during this season, or at what point did you maybe look at this team and say, this is different, like more things are possible for this guy, for this bunch?
I knew that day one of the fall with what we had coming back. You know, Chase Hugg getting another year of eligibility, Brendan Horde, you go around the entire infield to outfield. What we had coming back was a significant amount of talent. And we needed to get Nick Smith kind of healthy in December and really just needed a couple pieces to step up on the mound. And, you know, I could go name by name of those individuals like Shane Harris, who had an incredible season. And so we knew there was some magic to be able to have this season. And then also knowing we had the conference tournament being announced last September, we knew that was a huge moment for our program to be able to host, but also know that we can get hot and make a run like we did.
For the both of you, you guys are both grad students. You've been playing baseball a long time, but I'm sure this is probably one of the most fun years you guys have had. When you look back on it, this, you know, potentially being, well, this is the end of your college career, but potentially, you know, maybe the end of a baseball career. Does this season put a bow on things the right way, the way that you guys wanted to?
You know, I said it in a radio interview with Jevin Redmond, our broadcaster, not too long ago, but I transferred here from the University of Kentucky 3 years ago, and outside of giving my life to Christ, this is the best decision I've ever made coming here, and I can say that without a doubt in my mind. Just the guys, the coaching staff, I can't say enough about this place. Like he was saying earlier, honestly, I'd never even really heard of Evansville before I got that call, but man, to be here today and kind of put a bow on the career with a super regional against the #1 team in the country in Tennessee, like you said, it puts a bow on it, and it's, you talk about going out into the sunset on the top of the mountain. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, and you say putting a bow on top, but this is the ultimate goal that we finally achieved, and it took me 5 years to do it here. But yeah, obviously I can't look back and regret anything. Everything that we've done here for the last 5 years has obviously led up to this moment here, and being able to finally reach these goals that sometimes we even didn't think was possible. Sometimes we didn't even believe that this could happen. But the amount of belief, the amount of hard work that we've put in here into this program, the culture, the amount of people that have passed, that have also been a huge factor in our success here has been unbelievable. And this is such an unbelievable, and I feel so blessed and lucky to be able to experience this as my last year.
Again, question for both players. I know y'all have played in some kind of crazy environments. Obviously, I mean the jungles. Everyone knows how tough it is over there, and you've played here the past couple of days. Was there anything about this particular game tonight, the setting? Did y'all notice anything different? Is noise just noise, or was something different about it?
I don't know if noise is just noise. Obviously, you learn to block some stuff out, but with the amount of games that we have under our belt, the amount of seniors and old guys in our roster and in our starting lineup, we learn to play with it. Obviously, these have been some tough environments here in the last 2 weeks, but we've done an incredible job of dealing with it and fighting through adversity. There's been a lot of people against us. And we've had to hear a lot in the last 2 weeks, but what we were able to achieve in these hostile environments is pretty impressive.
Skip, you've been through a lot, as you mentioned before, with this program. Lots of ups, lots of downs. Why at this moment do you have a smile kind of on your face as you leaving the field, as you were kind of, throughout the game, even here and there, I saw you crack a smile. Why today? Why this moment?
Man, that's a tough question. It's because we experienced it. I mean, it's the bottom line. That was the most incredible experience I've ever had as a coach, as a player, being around a group of guys, a coaching staff that works so hard. I'm smiling and happy because it happened. And yesterday is something nobody will ever be able to take away from this team. We were pioneers in so many areas. And I am happy that we have come so far because of all the hard work and dedication of a lot of players and a lot of coaches and a lot of people behind the scenes. So that's why I'm happy, because this is a celebration. We captivated our city, our university, our athletic department, and we hopefully are raising the bar and setting the standard for everybody around us. That's what's exciting about it.
Anything I haven't asked, Coach, that you'd like to share?
I brought these two here because they mean a significant. I wish I could bring in all the seniors, but what Brent Witter and what Brendan Horde have brought, not just in between the lines, but in the locker room, at the baseball house, off the field, they're truly really responsible for a significant amount of our success and everything that we've done. So I wanted to bring them because, like I said, I wish I could bring everybody, but these two have meant a lot to me. To this university. They're unbelievable student athletes that will go on to have so much success, whatever they choose to do. So that's all I want to say. Thank you to everybody in UT. Hospitality was unbelievable. What a great experience to be able to achieve and go to a super regional here in Knoxville. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, and congratulations on an incredible season.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.